I'm just stalling so Misao can finish eating his food. Cheers. Soju が入っていますよ。
はい。
はい。
やばい、俺何も覚えてない。
Welcome to episode 5 of our podcast, radio, etc.
はい。
Seriously though. どうぞ。
はい、ワンナペイ会話の三沢です。そして、
I'm Colin.
はい、ということで始まりました Seriously と今回は5回目。
5回目。
Number 5。
Number 5! Like 5% on the can!
はい、ということで、このポッドキャストは、ワンナペイ会話という都内に6校あるスクール、なんですけれども、そこで働いている日本人スタッフの僕とアメリカ人講師のコリンが、ゆるくお話をしていきましょうというポッドキャストです。で、毎回のようにね、質問をもらっていますので、それに対してもお答えしていこうかなと思います。
今、like I just thought about it now, but 都内って東京と、
そう。
なんか、
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
ということで、How's your day going so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's alright. It's a little cold. I wish I could eat carbs.
What do you mean?
I'm doing keto.
Okay.
And so, everybody that does keto has to tell everybody that they're doing keto.
Why?
Just because that's how it is. It's like CrossFit. You have to tell everybody that you're doing it.
Okay. What exactly is a keto then?
So keto diet is really, really high fat, really, really low carb diet. It's like 70 to 80% of your diet has to be fat. Like oils, butter, everything.
Fat one?
Yeah. 20 to 25% is supposed to be protein, and then even less than that maybe, and less than 5% is carbs.
Oh, I see.
So obviously no rice, no pasta, no bread.
Sad.
But also vegetables, no komatsuna.
How about like sweet potatoes and stuff?
Nope.
Right.
Nope, nothing.
Pure carb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No onions. Yeah, it's hard, man.
No onions?
No onions.
Why?
Because they have carbs. They're
It's a
starchy.
vegetable.
It's a starchy vegetable.
What?
Can't eat carbs. Can't eat onions.
Okay.
I can have like half
Now,
of
what did you have today then?
I forgot my lunch.
Oh.
Well, I didn't forget it. I woke up late, so I couldn't make it. So I had cheese slices
Okay.
that I bought from 7-Eleven.
Sakeru cheese? Sliced cheese?
Sliced cheese. Okay. And bacon pieces that I bought from Family Mart, and also meat of some kind.
What?
Mystery meat.
Mystery.
And I rolled it all up in the cheese slice.
Okay.
And sometimes I would make sandwiches, like cheese.
Oh, so it's a cheese sandwich.
Cheese sandwich with meat in the middle, yeah.
That sounds actually really nice. But I want to try that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah?
It's not the worst thing
So
I've had.
sad.
No. But I'm doing it to lose weight because, we're going to do this challenge.
Are we? Officially?
I kind of want to.
I want to too.
How much weight do you want to lose?
In a month?
Yeah. So, tell them what we're doing. What we're planning on doing.
なんかまだアイディア段階なんでね、今クリスマスなんですけど、このシーズン的にはね。明けましておめでとうございます、皆さん。おめでとうございます。なんだっけ。そう、お正月のニューイヤーレゾリューション企画みたいので、なんかダイエットチックな企画ができたらいいなとか思ってたんですよ。そう。で、
それ含めて
そう。含めてじゃない。プロデューサーだからさ、話しておさない。で、1ヶ月で俺がコリンと一緒にトレーニングをしてどれぐらい痩せるかみたいなね。
まあ一緒にするかどうかは別に関係ないけど。
But it's more of me doing the workout plan that you make for me.
Am I making a workout plan for you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, I mean, you can do it together.
Sure, it's fine. Yeah, I'll do that.
Something like that.
And yeah, we're gonna see how much weight or fat we can lose in a month. I'm aiming for a 6-pack.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It never happens. But I'm gonna try.
I would try.
Why not try? Maybe I'll get it this time.
Are you gonna show it to
Am I
everybody?
allowed to show it?
Okay.
Onaka is fine.
Onaka's fine, right? Yeah?
I mean, you got a six-pack, it's okay.
Yeah. If I have no six-pack,
No.
no stomach, just don't do it.
Anyway,
Okay.
something like that.
Well, shall we begin with our
Let's.
questions of the day?
はい。では、質問にお答えしていきます。お悩み相談ですね。
Yes, that's right.
で、ペンネーム、電話に電話さん。ありがとうございます。質問です。お二人はお休みの日何をして過ごしていますか？
名前に引っかかってる。
はい。というところで。
What is it? Phone?
電話に電話。
電話に電話。
Do not pick up phone. Or he doesn't pick up phone. Or she.
What does that mean? So like someone calls that phone and it goes to voicemail? Is that what that is?
No, 電話に電話 is you just don't pick it up. Even if it's a ringing.
Like hiding from NHK but the phone version.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. So what do you guys do on your days off?
Mm.
That's an easy question.
What are we-
Nothing.
Wait, what are we doing on our days off together? Or?
Oh. We don't really hang out that much
No, only
outside of work.
a couple times.
Yeah, we went on that trip to Chiba, Bachi. Right? Yeah. That was fun.
Mm.
What's the name of that place that we went to?
なんだっけのこぎり山
Nokigiriyama?
のこぎり山
Okay.
What was it?
You
It's not the name of the station, it's the name of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to go back because when we went up there, like we were just wandering around for 10 minutes or something. That was great, and then we stood in line for an hour.
Yeah.
I want to look at the big Daibutsu. It's a
Right.
Daibutsu, right? Yeah. So
I think by the time we went to the top of the mountain, it's almost the time that it was closed.
yeah, we shouldn't have eaten that ramen. It was really good ramen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the highlight of that trip.
Was the ramen?
Yeah.
Was it because you took a really nice picture of me? Like, oh, nice.
Yeah. So nice.
Handsome man picture on my camera.
いい写真撮れたんですよ、こんな感じで。
本当だ、こんな。
That was the best smile I've ever seen.
From me?
Yeah.
Or just ever? From anybody?
From you.
Probably anybody.
From
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
From I've seen better.
From me?
No. Okay, so お休みの日は、何やってる？
Me?
うん。
It depends on the day. Usually on like Sundays and Mondays, I try to go to the gym.
Okay.
But recently I've been really lazy. So I just don't go to the gym. Yeah, no, let's go to some of this.
お疲れ様です。
Yeah, I tried to go to the gym, but I took a wedding.
Okay.
I shot a wedding last month, and so I'm trying to edit photos for that, and it takes so long because my
Okay.
computer is a piece of crap.
What?
My computer is a piece of crap.
You said computer.
No, my computer.
Okay. So let's put it this way. What is your daily routine? Or weekend routine?
On Sunday,
Yeah.
I wake up. I make myself a nice cup of coffee.
Sure.
I bought a French press recently.
Nice.
Yeah, so I make my coffee in the French press, and I drink some coffee, and I check the news. I'm an old man.
You check the news.
I check the news. I should get like a newspaper.
Okay.
No, I check the news, or I watch some TV, or something light. Every once in a while, I play some video games.
Nice. What kind of video games?
I like action
Action.
or an RPG.
Right.
Yeah, and that's it. Then I go to the gym and like ride my bike, take some pictures, etc.
Yeah.
Edit some pictures.
That's really
Boring.
meaningful.
You were gonna say boring. That was very boring.
No, it's actually really nice. And
So what do you do?
Also
Just like stay in bed all day?
no.
It's like
Well, I wake up and I make myself a really nice cup of coffee too.
oh yeah, because you know how to make good coffee. Because
I know.
Australia.
I make it.
Australia.
Australia. So I usually make this the paper drip and the hand drip.
The pour over.
Pour over.
Mm.
I don't know. After that, it kind of usually depends on the day, you know.
Mm.
Sometimes I hang out with my friend, and sometimes
Your one friend.
go on take some pictures.
Mm.
But I always have my camera with me.
Sure.
I mean, not today.
Well, me neither. But I get it. Yeah. Like
In
you
general.
want to have it just in
Right.
case. Like maybe something cool is gonna happen. Right. Yeah.
So take pictures. I had a few for the exhibitions last year, so I
Right.
was preparing for that.
That one that you had recently was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I know I'm looking at that camera. Yeah, Misawa has sweatshirts now.
I do.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing it right now?
I didn't bring it with me today. Yeah. Well, just because when I'm riding my bike,
Yeah.
my North Face has like zip up
Okay.
pockets, so I can put stuff in it and it won't fall out. But with a sweatshirt, you know, I might like onto the road and I'll never see it again.
Right.
So that's what happens. Like I pulled out a glove out of my pocket and it's one glove. 一個しかないやん。ってことは I left one of my gloves at home or it fell out on the road. Because I need all of the other gloves. Yeah.
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 Sure.
You guys should buy his sweatshirt tonight.
I was thinking actually
Mm.
to wear this tonight.
Mm. Why didn't you wear it?
I needed to wash it.
Was it
It's kinda-
dirty?
No, it's a little stiff, you know.
Yeah.
It's new.
Yeah, I haven't washed mine yet, but it is kind of stiff. You feel like, oh god,
Right.
it's like new jeans. You have to wear it in.
Just because it's new.
Mm.
Mm.
I was gonna say something earlier about was it camera? No, coffee. Was it coffee? I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
When you make it up,
I do remember. Go ahead.
when you make your coffee, you
That's not getting cut out.
you grind your coffee by yourself.
No. Well, I mean, I have one, but the problem is like sometimes like I'll wake up for my girlfriend, and I like being awake by myself in the morning. She likes to like open the blinds, and like it's lights, and I just need to like chill for a bit before the day starts.
Right.
But if I start grinding coffee, it's gonna wake her up.
Ah.
So I prefer.
It sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I prefer
Okay.
already ground beans.
Nice.
You grind it fresh?
Yeah. It's a really good experience.
Just sounds like it takes time.
No, I haven't this electronic one.
Oh, just a.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like 5 seconds or something.
Does it change the taste? Really? Like if
Yeah,
you grind
actually-
it then versus, you know.
Well, it actually is. Kind of depends on how extensive that grinder is.
Right.
Yeah. If you get a really good one, the grinds are very consistent and same size.
Sure.
Yeah. But if you get a cheap one, it's all random and that affects
Chocolate.
the taste of the coffee.
That's weird to me.
Why?
It's just, I don't know why the size of a coffee ground would change the taste of it.
Because you put in the water, and if the size is different.
It takes longer for it to soak up the coffee flavor or something.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well,
Have you heard of cold brew?
Yeah, it's a cold brew.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. No, apparently, this is like the new big thing in the States. Like, it used to
Okay.
be, you know, pumpkin spice lattes. Like, you'd get the,
Like from Starbucks.
yeah, like you'd get the college girls who would walk up in their Ugg boots and the scarf and the sweatshirt and the yoga pants. And, can I get a pumpkin spice latte? Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what it was like. They'd walk up and they'd be like with it, and they walk
Sounds
around
so
like this,
easy.
like, oh my god, I love college so much with the pumpkin spice latte. But I love pumpkin spice lattes, so whatever. But nowadays, it's a cold brew. It's the
Okay.
thing.
It's an iced coffee. How is it different from iced coffee?
It's a little different than iced coffee. It's so with iced coffee, you basically just make the coffee and then you cool it down really quickly, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times it's done by pouring it into ice,
Right.
which means that the ice just melts and it makes the coffee a little bit more watery. But a cold brew, like normally coffee doesn't really like accept that flavor if it's cold.
Okay.
Right, like, you know, it's hot for a reason. Like, that's why they make it hot first and then pour it over ice, because it gets the flavor and the caffeine out of it. But what you do is you put these coffee grounds in like a jar with water and you leave it overnight. Like milk and stuff, yeah. And it slowly over time soaks up everything. Apparently. I've never done it.
That's what you Googled?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Google Foo is good. Enough.
Google what?
Google Foo, like Kung Fu, but Google Foo.
Google Foo.
You've never heard that before?
Yeah.
Google Foo.
Google Foo.
Yeah.
なんだっけ?
What do we do on the weekends? Apparently make coffee.
Drink coffee, go to the gym, take some pictures, hang out.
Hang out.
That's it.
Yeah.
What else?
What's next? Rachel.
Pen name, Rachel. It's Rachel.
Is it Rachel Rachel?
No.
The friend's Rachel?
I was thinking Rachel from One Up Rachel.
Oh, no, but that Rachel.
But maybe it's not that Rachel.
Okay. Anyway, いつも楽しくインスタ見ています。
Thank you.
アジア人が英語圏に行って差別を受けるのはよく聞きますが、コリンさんは日本に来て差別を受けたことはありますか? It's you,
for someone whose name is Rachel, she is very good Japanese.
Yeah.
So, after coming to Japan, have I experienced racism? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
how?
like,
What?
not like people probably experience it in the States, but like little things. Like, it's not always bad. Gaijin bubble.
Yeah, you've talked about it.
No.
When was it?
Maybe on one of the other podcasts.
Right, yeah.
Where you get like extra space. But sometimes they'll like straight up elbow you and stuff. A few weeks ago, I was on my way from my house to a 7-Eleven near my house. It's like a 3-minute walk. But on the way, I was, sending a Slack message for work. And I leaned against this like railing that goes alongside the road.
Right.
And I'm just leaning there sending this message, and I hear bring bring bring, and this like Japanese guy. There's nobody else around. He's riding by me, behind me, and he's like glaring at me as he's riding his bike. So I like, and he's like riding away, like staring back at me. I'm like, what are you looking at? Who cares if I'm chilling here? Like, it doesn't matter. It's not illegal.
Maybe he was just too drunk.
Maybe, but it was like 11 in the morning.
11 in the morning?
Yeah. I've also been stopped by the cops, like, a lot recently.
Why?
Because I'm a foreigner. Why?
Why?
Because I'm a foreigner. They're checking for visas, is what they say, but it's just like, oh, let's just stop every foreigner whenever we want to. Like, really? It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels strange because I never caught up with the police when I was in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, they might have just thought you were another Australian.
Maybe.
This is an issue. Like, it's in Japan is what we call homogenous.
ほんまですね.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Okay.
And it's like 98% Japanese.
That's true.
I mean, straight up the other day, I was on my way to
That is true.
a supermarket. And again, I stopped real quick to send like a Slack message. And there were a bunch of other Japanese people who were also stopped, standing there, and this cop walked up to me. Like, are you waiting for somebody? And I'm like looking at all these other Japanese people that are standing around doing nothing. Like, no, I'm sending a work message. Like, can I see your residence card? Show them, like, yeah, I live there. It's like, oh, here you go.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, when, just a random question. When the police came to you, they speak in English or Japanese?
Japanese.
Japanese.
I doubt they can speak English.
Okay. Then you respond
In Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay. 悲しいね。なんか。
So
Yeah, but it's interesting because you can actually tell who is foreigner in Japan, but in other countries, quite probably no.
The thing that's crazy is that like it's not even that bad for me. It's a minor inconvenience. But there's people like there are black people in Japan that have gotten pat downs. Like the cops will like pat them down. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because they're black. So, did you get that when you were in Australia?
No, I don't think so.
Not even a little bit.
I was kind of afraid of it when I'm afraid of it. When I first came to Australia, but never happened to me.
I heard like horrible stories about Australian high school kids like throwing eggs at Asian people.
I've heard of that, but I was really scared of being thrown at eggs. But
So what, you just like hung out with Japanese people all the time?
most of the time, yeah. 確かにね。
That might be
A lot
why.
of- huh?
That might be why.
Yeah.
A lot of
A lot of people say that 留学したら日本人じゃなくて外国人と遊ばないと英語上手くならないよね。That makes sense. But I spend most of the time with my Japanese friends.
Are they like they were born in Japan and raised
They
in
were
Japan?
born in Japan, raised in Japan. They were there for the working holiday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And
My
so when you
English
talk
is
to them,
nice.
you out of all of them,
I'm
maybe
a little drunk.
that was fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling it definitely, but I don't know. Like you can definitely learn English even if you're surrounded by other people who speak the same language as you, but
Right.
you would probably be speaking like fluent English now if you had talked to them. Take a couple eggs to the face and get better at English. Like,
I needed egg.
I need an egg.
I needed that egg.
That's the secret. The secret to learning English is
You got it.
eggs
You
to the
need to get
face. You gotta get egged. That's it. The
I
racist
understand the
people.
culture.
Yeah. Duh.
いつもインスタ楽しく見てます。ありがとうございます。
Rachel.
まあ差別まではいかないけど、ステレオタイプなるステレオタイプ。
Discrimination.
Discrimination.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it flat out racism. Not against me.
はい
Against my friends, sure. But,
Right.
yeah.
It also depends on how you feel about it, right?
I
Whether
mean-
you feel like it's a racist.
Yes and no. Like what they're doing is discrimination and it is racist. Whether you're okay with it is a different story, but that doesn't change the fact that it is based in racism.
Right.
It is sabetsu of some kind. It's hard.
Be nice to everyone.
Yeah.
Can we just get along?
Can't we all just get along?
Next question.
Kumbaya,
Next question.
kumbaya,
Question next.
kumbaya.
変なぞ。
It's a song that everybody sings when they're getting along. They sing Kumbaya.
We are the world.
Kumbaya. Oh, that works too. We are the world. It's a terrible song.
なんで
They've done it so many times, and it's always bad.
What?
Yes, because they have all of these people that want to like add their own little special thing to us.
Right.
Like, we are the world. We are the children. Like, man, just sing it like a regular person. Like, I don't care about your special touch.
That's the originality of it.
But they're not special. They're all celebrities or singers singing the same song that other celebrities and singers have sung before.
確かにそうだね。
You are not special.
We Are the World のアレンジが強すぎるって話ね。
英語のさ、授業でやんなかっ
あるよね。
た？やったよね。
うん。
やった。
やった？
歌った。
マイケル・ジャクソンバージョンね。
パートごとでやるでしょ。
だからジャスティン・ビーバーバージョン。
We are the world.
そんなのはない。そんなのはないだけど。
Eh?
でもそれはあるかも確かに。
Right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, and they do
I
all
mean,
this crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
they all change a little bit.
Too much. They want to be special, but they're not special.
Yeah.
They're just rich.
I mean, everyone trying to be special and it eventually becomes really
Not special.
Not special
Because
at
you're
all.
just like everybody else trying to be special. Yeah. My mom told me I was special once.
My mom told me too.
Your
Everyone
mom,
is special.
your mom told me I was special.
Really?
Alright, sorry, last one.
はい、ペンネーム、佐々木くんからの。くんって言っちゃったよ。佐々木くんだろうな。佐々木さんからの。これ仕込んだろ、佐々木は。佐々木から。
So,
日本の好きなところ、嫌いなところ3つ。コリンと三沢さんお二人に答えてほしいです。やって。
Mitsune?
3つずつ。好きなところ、嫌いなところ。
Like actual places.
うん、 doesn't have to be 場所
Well, I hate one up.
Things What?
What? I'm just kidding. Oh, things that I like and hate about Japan. Well, alright, you start. Your turn.
なんだろう
I talk too much about We Are the World, so I need to like, take a break. Calm down.
な好きなところ、ね、ナンバーワ
うん。
ンナンバースリーからいこうか
これは日本にいる。
第3位
そう、第一よね。
町が
宮町
街が安全
ああ。
No one is trying to steal anything from me so far.
In Australia, does just everybody
I know
steal
that
from
can
you?
happen in Australia. I know that can happen in Japan.
Sure. Well, it
It's
doesn't
so
matter.
much safer in Japan,
Yeah.
right?
うん。
So, 安全。
うん。
2位は何だろうな。Having you in Japan.
So sweet.
ナンバーワンは飯がうまい。
あ
じゃない？
そうね。
Yeah.
そうね。
コインは。
I kind of think that it's pretty similar, actually.
Yeah.
The safety thing is so big. It's crazy. I had one of these weird moments, though, when I was living in Ikebukuro. I was sitting outside the station, okay, just chilling. And this girl in a very, very, very short schoolgirl skirt, like shorter than normal, walked by. I'm like, Jesus. And then, like, 25 feet, so what, like 5 meters or something?
Okay.
7 meters behind her, there's a guy with like really long hair, like braided, and he's got a video cam like down by his hip,
Oh my
like
god.
walking behind her. I'm like, what the? Right? So I go up to him. It's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm like mad at him. Like, okay, yeah, it's a bit short, but you can't do that. And he's like, no, it's okay. She's my friend. And I'm like, I'm not buying it. But then she turns around and comes back, and I look at her face, and she's definitely like 40 years old. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. And she's like, oh yeah,
What?
this is my in English. Like, oh yeah, this is my friend. And I'm like, oh.
Oh,
wow.
so she
She did know him. Yeah. I think they were filming something.
Okay.
Yeah. But like that stuff doesn't happen in Japan unless it's being filmed for something. I mean, it does, but not that often,
Yeah, in
right?
general, yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Like, I love. I mean,
Is that why you think Germany is safe?
among other things, like
Yeah.
not stealing and
Right.
like people fall asleep on benches and they're fine. Like nobody is gonna take their stuff usually,
Right. Yeah.
which is kind of
So
cool.
safe. Number 2?
Having Misawa in Japan. Does that even make
That's
sense?
serious, right?
Because you're here.
Talking seriously.
Number two is actually probably the safety. Number 3 would be the fact that a lot of the other foreigners here, we can really relate to each other just because we're all living in a country that is so different than ours.
Okay.
And it's kind of a cool experience. And number 1 is the food.
That's true.
So
Number 1?
number 1 is the food.
Okay. So it's the food.
It's definitely the food. It's always the food. Happy ice cream.
OK、嫌いなところ。嫌いなところ、日本。なんだろうな。
嫌いなところ、日本。
All of it.
I hate it all.
なんだろうな。嫌いなところ。都心に人が多い。当たり前か、それは。
まあね、but
満員電車。かな。
you're from Akita, right?
うん。
So there's not that many people there.
I mean, I was born in Akita, but I was raised in Tokyo.
So you're a Tokyo kid.
I'm a Tokyo kid. I'm a city boy.
So what lines are the worst for you?
東西線
Yeah, okay.
東西線かな。
Yeah.
Because I use 東西線 all the time. So.
Everybody talks about the Tozai and the Chuo Rapid,
うん。
but I've never had bad experiences with them
うん。
because I never ride them during rush hour.
Okay.
It's always like empty when I ride them, which is like at 11 in the afternoon.
そう、だからワンナップの仕事の時はいいんだよね。
そうね。
It's usually late. 他の時よ。
I have a weird question. Why are Saturdays so busy in the morning? Who wakes up at 8 in the morning on a Saturday? Go to bed! Why are you awake? It's your day off.
なんでだろうね、確かに。
It's more crowded on a Saturday morning on the trains than it is during the week. What is wrong with people in Tokyo?
なんでだろう、確かに考えたことなかった。I assume there's still a lot of people working on Saturdays.
But these people are all wearing casual clothes.
Maybe they're
IT?
working in a supermarket, IT industry or something.
IT people work from home.
It must be supermarket.
It must be all of those people on the crowded trains are going to max value.
Yeah. 置いとよかろ。
Oh, yeah. Say you.
Say you. It's a supermarket.
I found out recently that there's a supermarket called OK.
Yeah.
The OK supermarket.
Okay.
It's like, it's okay. It's not great. It's okay.
なんで OK って言うんだろう、確かに。
Well, I think it was like, if you come here, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, yes. It's not a problem.
Well, I mean, we're not great, but it's
Well,
okay.
I mean, if it's not bad, it's okay. Right?
Well, I guess it's not the best, but they're okay.
Yeah, but it could be worse.
They're okay.
I mean, it could be better. So it's, it's okay. Yeah.
なんだっけ満員電車、なんだろう、あとは日本の嫌いなところなんてそんなないよ。
That's nice. Yeah, it's a sweet thing.
ちょっと固定概念
固定概念
固定概念
何それ
なんて言うんだろう、固定概念
固定された考え、こうじゃなきゃダメ。
なんか
Black and white?
またちょっと違うんだけど、
例えば
Not everyone, but a lot of people not as flexible, as free on the thoughts.
そういうことね。
Yeah.
Stuck in their ways.
Stuck in their ways.
It's like old.
Especially the old
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, this is a problem around the world.
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of like old people who were born before World War II ended, running countries around the world. Like they were born before the internet existed, before cell phones. And these people are like in charge of the country. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so you don't like that. So what? Like, all right, you want people to be super flexible. Wait, you like my hair?
Yeah.
Thank you. This thing is bothering me a little bit.
確かにね。
It's a little
なんで
bit.
そっちに行っちゃうんだろうね。
I don't. Well, my hair has癖.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So whatever. But so, like, what do you want them to do?
It's not that I want them to do something. Just what it is here.
It is what it is.
It is what it is here.
Do you think it's going to change? Do you think it's changing?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah. By the time I get old, like 50, 60, I think I'll be really stiff to myself.
Yeah.
Having my own opinion, and I don't never ever want to change that. I think that's part of getting old, I think.
Well, I do think that there is something good about having a strong opinion about things.
I mean, as long as you can be flexible.
Well, this is the thing. If your opinion...
わかった。
Okay.
Having really good opinion, strong opinion, that's very good. That's good.
Yeah.
As long as you can accept them, accept others first.
Sure. Yeah, you should be able to list, like, that person has a different opinion than me.
Yeah. I hate the people.
Yeah, you hate the people that have different opinions and think that your opinion is wrong because of it.
So.
Yeah, me too.
聞かないって決める感じ。
You should be able to have different opinions than somebody and still get along relatively well.
うん。
Like I have different opinions than a lot of the staff here, and that's fine.
I have different opinion from you.
Yeah, and that's
You're
fine.
doing fine.
Yeah, this is how normal adults are supposed to work. They act around each other. I'm sorry, it's a little.
それぐらいかな。あんま嫌いなとこないけどね。コリンは
Sort of.
Okay.
Just the stiffness, but I mean that happens in America too. It's like if
It's
you
not
don't have
really
my
specific
opinion,
to Japan, right?
no, it's not. No, if you don't have my opinion, you're wrong is a pretty common thing nowadays because everybody has Twitter and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you said something wrong and I don't agree with this, so you're Nazi or something. I don't know. Yeah, weird stuff. Yeah, it happens. They call people Nazis on the internet now. It's weird.
日本の問題ってわけじゃないね。
No. I will say though that this, like in general, I kind of wish that a lot of people were a little bit more independent.
Independence Day.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
I wish people were more like Independence Day, like aliens. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like, just think the way that you want to think as opposed to thinking the way other people want you to think.
それ大事だね。
ね?
That's very important.
Are you like that? Are you independent?
I do like the independent.
Yeah.
I'm so independent.
Are you independent? This is what like children say.
まあそれは確かに大事
ね?
だね。
変わると思うよ。
ほんと
ちょっとずつ
スピング
変わっていると思う。How much time do you have left?
37分。
Okay,
Oh,
let's
nice.
wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone. 電話に電話 Rachel and Sasaki.
さっき
Sasaki, thank you very much for watching our podcast. Be sure to check us out on, of course, YouTube, where you probably are now. Yeah, pictures and link at the bottom. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. What else do we got?
Instagram.
I think I said Instagram. But yeah, Instagram, right? Check it out at the bottom. Follow us, hit that like button, whatever people say. Subscribe, yeah. Share, please.
Retweet.
Retweet it. What do they do on Facebook? Do they reshare? Is it just sharing?
Sharing, like, read a comment.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is cutting.
OK。
はい。日本語で。
またね。バイバイ。
はい、バイバイ。
気をつけてね。